Rhythm guitar and vocals.
Lars Ulrich, trommer.
Kirk Hammett, guitar and attempted vocals.
Roberto Agustin Miguel Santiago San Juan Trujillo Veracruz, kazoo.
Wait a minute. Whoa. He's got a bad back. Be cool.
I got these messages from Kirk and the Metallica camp. I was actually in Tahiti at the time, and I had to come up to San Francisco for a birthday party on that Saturday night. Now I was arriving on a Friday night, and the guys, were like, "Well, let's hook up on Monday." So I basically had like one day, to sort of prepare something for the guys.
We know Rob from Suicidal when we did some gigs with them. And I always felt that, he was a major force in that band. He plugs in just great. I mean, him being himself is why he's in this band, He's not a replacement of someone. He's not filling anyone else's shoes. There's not a certain way that he has to be besides being himself. And that's why we chose him, because he's able to, he's got that strength. He's got his own confidence, and he's very balanced and level-headed. And if there's a point where he's not, then we'll be there to help through, and vice versa for everyone else here. This is going to be the first time for Rob to really reach out and people to let Rob know how much they appreciate him being part of the family and cheering him on.
He came down, kicked some ass, and now he's in the band.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Rock am Ring 2003, and I'm here with our headliners, Metallica. Yeah. How are you feeling, guys?
Great.
Excellent.
Is it good to be at Rock am Ring?
Yeah. It is now that it's stopped raining.
Oh, but the rain came for you guys to cool the rock heads down.
I like it.
I
like it.
Exactly. That was amazing. So I just saw, I was out there, right? Approximately 100,000 people waiting for you guys. And they're not just people, they are freaking monsters. How is it to go out there and play live?
Well, now I'm really nervous. I was just gonna go up and have a normal gig.
There's out there.
I got
the best we could.
How many people are out there? I thought there was only like a couple thousand.
100,000. There's more than 100,000.
I'm out of here.
So are you really like, wow, playing live? That must be the kick.
You know what? Being back in Germany, we had a great show in Nurburg on Friday, a show in Berlin yesterday. It's so great to be back on the road, be back in Germany, get a lot of that German love back from the audience, and everybody's doing their thing and throwing it all back. So today should be the biggest crowd. So now we're all really nervous. So now you've ruined
it for us. What can we expect? Very short. What can we expect from you guys?
A ton of metal.
Like real metal, right? I heard about the new stuff. It's real metal.
Shrapnel, all kinds of shrapnel.
2 hours of Metallica, just condensed and intense.
Really intense.
No, not a lot of, hoopla and not a lot of cartwheels and stuff. Just, no human pyramids. Us just rocking out.
I heard about the album. It's fantastic. It's rocking. And we're going to show you guys now what it's really about and why you have to get it. All right? Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good.
The feeling of the band right now is just very, very positive. It feels like a new band. It feels like a new beginning. Just to be here at this point in time is amazing for us because we've been through hell the last couple of years. The future looks so bright.
I've worn out always being afraid, an endless stream of fear that I've made, treading water full of worry.
we're past any real pressure point. To be able to say that we've finished an album and are ready to deliver it, any pressure that comes along with that is just peanuts compared to what we've been through in the last couple of years. We're looking at the possible demise of Metallica, and what could be more stressful than that?
There was a time when it felt okay to actually think about Metallica not being in our lives, especially in mine when I was in rehab, trying to find my own identity as a person, you know, me growing up in Metallica and being pretty lost as a kid before that, basically building my personality around the dude in Metallica, you know. Unplugging from Metallica completely was necessary for me to find out who I really was. And then I could come back as James Hetfield, the singer, guitar player in Metallica. This is what I do. This is a passion in my life. It's not the only me. But yeah, there was a point where it could have been a reality, but it wasn't necessary. We found out how grateful we are for each other and what we've created together and how much more there is to go. And now with Rob, this new awesome force that just plugs right in, fits in so well. There's no reason to stop.
When he came back, he definitely wanted to start making music, and Lars and I were just so happy to have him back in the fray.
I want to get down to what we are, why we're playing music, and make some music.
The idea is to throw away the rule book and to capture as much of the soul and the truth of Metallica. You know, in my head, I think the vision is to almost take them back to where they were first getting together, when 3 or 4 guys get together and say, this is the kind of music we like, let's write some songs, let's do it. And of course, with their experience and who they are, it kind of got magnified into being quite brutish, I would say.
Saint Anger is 2 years of emotions funneled into 11 songs. It's dense and packed with energy, and it's probably the happiest album we've ever put out.
The sound of the album is just real brutal and really aggressive and has a lot of energy because that's what we felt the most comfortable playing.
It sounds to me, it's like I picture Mike Tyson pummeling a heavy bag but smiling, you know what I mean? As hard as you could possibly imagine.
It was very interesting for Lars and I because it was the first time, or at least for me, that I'd ever sat down and attempted to write lyrics, believe it or not.
We've ghostwritten stuff for other projects.
Bob Dylan and U2.
Help some of those kind of up-and-coming guys, Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash is another one. I think Nick Cave needed some help, too.
We should give it all away.
Didn't we sign something? Yeah. But it was a great opportunity for Lars and I because it brought us into another realm that we previously hadn't been.
James used to, that whole thing was his thing. It was his world. It was his domain. He protected it fiercely. And whenever James had to sing, I mean, it was literally like, okay, announcement, James Hetfield is singing, everybody leave the building. You know, so we had to, you know, run off. And so when we started this project, I mean, not only were we invited to partake in his singing, when we were asked to partake in the lyric department, that really made me realize how far he'd come and how much Metallica truly in 2002, 2003 is a collective.
The title is deceptive, that it's not all angry music, but I think it's anger in a positive way and in a just really energetic fashion, you know. That's the way we play when we're happy.
Saint anger around my neck. You flush it out, you flush it out. Saint anger around my neck. You flush it out, you flush it out. Never gets respect. You flush it out, you flush it out. Saint anger around my neck. You flush it out.
Shooting that video was just an incredible experience. I mean, first of all, having the opportunity to go into San Quentin alone, you know, was a bit of an eye-opening experience, let alone being able to shoot a video there and interact with the prisoners and the guards. It was real. It was such a heavy dose of realism, you know. I think it affected all of us in very subtle ways.
Welcome to San Quentin. We're all excited you're here, staff and inmates alike. One thing I do have to tell you before you enter, the state has a no hostage policy. In the unlikely event that you are taken hostage, the state will not negotiate your release in exchange for the release of an inmate. Agree with that?
The connection between the song Saint Anger and doing it at a state penitentiary, it's a natural because there's a lot of people in there who are basically victims of their own anger. The connection was really strong. It made sense to go in there and do it.
Making the video at San Quentin. My first gig was at San Quentin with Metallica. Learning 11 songs right off the bat, you know, in a short amount of time that were absolutely the most challenging songs I've ever had to learn. So it's been a challenge every step of the way, but at the same time, you know, these guys have been so amazing to me, you know, making me feel comfortable. We've been working together now for 3 months, and it feels like we've been working together for years.
He has a very calm, almost spiritual kind of energy. And then when he goes up on stage, obviously he fires it up, you know, 110%. So he really has been a godsend.
He's extremely honest, and you know, he's just so positive. I mean, he is a grounding force for all of us.
You know, you sit here and do all this promo stuff. You're supposed to talk nice about the new band member, but I'm telling you, it feels like he's been in the band forever. It's beyond perfect. I invent some new words. I don't know. It's so unbelievable. I'm so happy that I'm not a big believer in, you know, cosmic energies and all this type of stuff, but when we were strong enough to open our eyes, he just stood right in front of us, and we grabbed him before he disappeared.
He's a monster bass player, man. He's just a monster. We love it.
Rock and Ring.
I've done that gig a couple times, and that's an amazing gig. And I look forward to doing the festivals with the new Metallica. I mean, it's so much fun playing with these guys.
These 4 guys now feels more powerful than ever, and we're really looking forward to showing the world how strong we are, and whatever is meant to be is meant to be. You know, we're really comfortable on stage and just getting a message across that we're digging and loving life.
Metallica Live is going to be so much of a juggernaut now that we have this man on board, too, because he has such a big bottom end.
Big bottom. Big butt.
bottom. Having Rob in our ranks now adds just so much more to our live experience. It's just been great having him on stage because he just really adds that much more to our live show.
Thanks, brother. I'm going to give him that $20.
Yeah. Take me out to dinner tonight.
always been in our own little bubble. I don't think we've ever really fit in with anything. I don't think we've ever tried to fit in. I'd like to think that we've existed in our own little universe for the 20-odd years we've been around, and I think that is actually part of the reason we're still kind of sitting here talking to you and being on MTV in Europe and so on. We've never really felt connected to anything and never felt the need to, you know, and it just comes from a different place.
It definitely feels like a new beginning. It's kind of like going back to the days when you're in the garage and you're just loving what you're doing so much. That's how it feels now on whatever size stage, small, large, whatever. But it feels very good and natural for all of us.
22 years seems like 5 minutes right now, because it just seems like we're standing at the brink of, you know, the next 22 years with, you know, Rob on board and just everything that is going on with this band right now. It's a really good time to be in this band, and the next 22 years look very exciting from where I'm sitting.
I think all the struggles that we've gone through are going to be easier now that we know we can walk through that fire and be stronger after that. All those struggles helped us realize how important we are to each other. Metallica's taken lots of shots over the last 22 years, and we've survived. And there's got to be some reason for that. And it seems more of a mission than ever to be in this band.
Feels unbelievable.
Welcome back to Rock am Ring 2003. Just have a look at this mass of crazy freaking people.
Are you feeling good? We're hopefully gonna make you feel better. It's an honor to be here as Metallica, as four brothers, to play for you, the last band on the weekend of the Rock am Ring. It's an honor to see you again. We missed you. We thank you very much. Here's a song for you. Maybe you haven't heard it in a while. so we have some Metallica friends here tonight. So did you have fun this weekend? Yes, it looks like it. And we're here to help you out. I just want to say, my name is James. This is Kirk over here. Back here beating these things is Lars. And our newest Metallica family member, Mr. Robert Trujillo. We love him and we respect him, so you show him all that you need to give him right now. So we want this place fucking loud. Are you ready? Are you ready? like that one. Whoa. You never know what's gonna happen. Okay, we've got a new album out. Do you like it? Ooh. Let's see how much you like it. This is the first song entitled Frantic. okay out there? Does it feel good to be alive? Does it feel good to be alive? I totally agree. Are you guys ready? I know you're ready. You guys ready? And are you ready? I'm not. Hold on. Riff. You like it? You no like it? Yes, you like it. It's good, no? Yes, no. This is the song where everyone goes really quiet and doesn't say anything, don't sing loud, don't go crazy, and don't listen to me either. And keep talking because the other guys aren't ready. Are you ready, Kirk? Is everything okay over there? All right. So again, quiet. Shh. Disco. I just noticed that is disco. One more song? No. 3 more. One more. 10 more. You're crazy, man. to be louder. Now I got you. Have you got a little bit left? Come on now. I knew you could do it. Keep it up, friends. Die by my head. Die by my head. something heavy now. But I'm not sure if you're ready. I said, I'm not sure, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Metallica through all the rough times and all the great times. Metallica loves you, Germany. Thank you very much.